This is Palenque.
Yeah,
okay. This is Friday lunchtime.
It was equivalent of a food area,
food
the big
court.
plaza in the middle, but fine food, fine food. Okay, by their standards.
Really good pork for roasting.
Yeah, they have roast pork on the grills.
What's that?
They call it Palenque, but that's a Mexican name.
Yeah. So, but
you're very well informed, you two. I tell you.
Oh, this nobody knows. This is the entrance to Fidel Castro's home.
Oh.
No. Okay, that's as close as we could get. And when I fix it up, you'll be able to see the guards there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And when after I edit it a little bit and bring it out. Yeah. And most people don't know where he lives.
How do you know?
Who took you there?
Our friends drove us, it's very subtle for maybe quarter mile or 3 blocks around. On corners there are policemen just hanging around, and very subtly.
And on the next street there's no policeman, so you say, there's something down that street.
Yeah. So he's surrounded in a big circle by police. It's watched very closely, but it's very subtle, and it wasn't in.
It's near Palenque. It's in Miramar.
Near Miramar, on the edge of Miramar, sort of. Okay, and actually driving down the street to his house were very fine houses.
All of his generales.
Oh, that's a hotel.
So we're getting back home.
Now we're getting back to the better. This is another hotel. This was a more modern hotel.
Yeah, this is.
But it's further out. Okay, and a lot of international business executives go there. Because you would have internet, and it was very nice. We could have stayed there, but it was much better staying in something with not so good a room, and with a magnificent history and interesting people to talk to.
Wow.
Water is rough.
Yeah.
Very rough. But here's an interesting shot. Okay.
This was the same as in Canary Islands. In Tenerife, the water is the same way.
Yeah,
really
sharp.
Rough.
If you walk, you would cut your feet open. But now, at one time there were very fine homes all on a line, and they had swimming pools. They had saltwater swimming pools, and each had its own wall to separate it from the home next to it. So someone had crashed through this wall, and this was a home our friends used to go to as children. And now I'm shooting into the home, and the home was magnificent, and this was the pool. So the pool came right up which was fed by the ocean, came right up to the edge of the house.
Wow.
And then it was hit by a hurricane, and they didn't have the ability to restore it or fix it.
And the materials, look, they tried to fix a little bit over there.
Yeah. So it's an amazing thing. Our friends spent their childhood visiting the people in this magnificent house and swimming in their swimming pool, which was right on the edge of the ocean, but the ocean is rough and dangerous, so it was fed by ocean water. And so there's lines of them deserted now. And this was in Mirador. Miramar. Mirador is another case. So now we're just one of the only tunnels. They have 2 tunnels. Okay, and you might
color.
They have lots of statues, and they paint the statue. And so we're just driving the streets. And this,
that's the
coffin.
The 14 coffins.
You can't tell, but this is the guy. The guy who built this building. His 14-year-old son had drowned in the ocean. The building's faces the ocean. So when he built the building as a memorial to his son, he put these verandas all around, or balconies, and they're shaped like coffins. So I guess you can't tell in this picture. I had another one from the side. From the side, you can see they're shaped like human coffins. So we learned driving around with a couple of.
How did you absorb so much in so little time?
Mario was talking all the time.
Yeah, our friends who if you live in Havana, you don't travel much anywhere, so you know your city very well.
Yeah.
So they were, all over on the corners they sell peanuts. Peanuts wrapped, to earn money. Peanuts wrapped in these little cones. That would be great here. So I got the peanut salesman, and he didn't get angry that I was taking his photo. It was fine with him. So you'll see some repetition here.
Look at that, beautiful.
Which was that? Look at some of these buildings. Yeah.
It's
like
a
fort,
restaurant.
like a fort.
It's a restaurant on the water. Yeah. And it was very, popular there. Oh, yeah, and the big ship coming in.
Wow.
And this is still the first day. You've gone through over 400 photos.
Yeah.
She was just clicking.
I think you enjoyed it, really.
Yeah,
I can tell.
And I have a very special camera, so when you're moving, it's still got these pictures, and these are, these are high quality. So, and this is also in old Havana. They have sculptures, where the squares are. Was it the Floridita?
Floridita, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's a famous bar where Hemingway hung out. And inside the bar, there's what do you call a Hemingway statue. We have pictures from later.
The story that's told is that.
Yeah.
And JK tried one of the.
I had to have a daiquiri there. Great daiquiri.
Yeah.
Really?
Excellent. Naturally, the place is all filled with tourists. But it was a very nice, beautiful place.
What he told you?
That's it.
Oh, about why the statue is there? Well, Hemingway was supposed to have written a article, and he had been advanced $10,000. No article. So, deadline was approaching, no article. So they flew the editor down to find Hemingway. So he's probably over at the Floridita. So they go into Floridita, and that's where the negotiation took place. Make it, let's see, I'm supposed to owe you, how about, make it $50,000, I'll give you a long story. What do you do, right? Yeah. So you say, okay, and that's how Old Man in the Sea. He wrote Old Man in the Sea to pay off the $50,000 advance.
Okay. Amazing.
Advance me another
So they have blenders going. They have nonstop. Everybody's having their daiquiris there.
Right.
So he was not always the perfect gentleman, huh? He was a bum sometimes.
He was a very good negotiator.
Yeah. He knew what he was doing. So I don't even know. Some of these. I don't.
Well, it got kind of dark.
Yeah.
That was the Hemingway statue. So they have a life-size statue you can stand next to.
Okay, you're at the end of this group, but